Welcome back, guys, to some more Syrian warfare as we continue to try and get a victory in this very challenging game. Right now, we're, of course, seeing if it's at all possible to go ahead and beat the Russians quickly. Beat Al-Nusra quickly and destroy them so that we don't have to worry about them anymore. But it's been tough. I mean, this has not been an easy game at all, and I think you guys will soon see why. So we just managed to stop one of the suicide vehicles. I'm stopping another one with a truck. I'm actually sacrificing a truck just to stop it because I don't want him hurting our infantry. In fact, he's going so damn close. He's getting close to my tank here, and he might try to destroy the tank. I'm not sure, or maybe he's going to continue onwards. I don't know what the thought process was behind that. Our tank is fine. Our mortars, though, as you can see, are going to be running out of ammo eventually. So we're trying to hold on for as long as possible. Still got a lot of enemy rocket fire here that's very, very damaging to us. And we're going to just try to stop these vehicles from approaching. Maybe get some kills, who knows. But I think it's too early to tell. So I am going to move the engineers all the way back because they can't do a damn thing. But I did find a supply truck nearby, and I'm wondering if we can take that supply truck sooner rather than later. As you can see, though, stuff like our anti-tank teams, they're completely out of anti-tank missiles. So I'm going to try to move them back into a location where they can actually restock their missiles. I'm not sure if it's going to work. We're going to go ahead and move these trucks forward first. And we're going to get this guy out, for instance, the missile unit that can't really do much. And now there's a supply truck all the way back here. And this guy does have a heat-seeking RPG, so I'm going to see if we can target the enemy tank by getting a bit closer, throwing some smoke. And there we go. Okay, so the tank has been destroyed. It's a good start. We'll get our boys back in here. And I'm going to take this team who is badly damaged and try to get into that supply truck. We may need to resupply our forces little by little. I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys. The Russians, we already demined this area as best we can. We're going to send them forward to try and cause some damage to the enemy. Go ahead and get these troops out. But I can't promise that I can beat this mission. I mean, this is tough. I'll put it that way. This game is a challenge, and I do like that about games when they're challenging, but sometimes they're a little too challenging. So let's go ahead and open fire on these vehicles over here. Fire. I'm gonna get that rocket truck. Alright, we destroyed the gun on it. That's a start. Destroy this infantry unit. And all of the infantry units are over here to our left. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to find that gasoline truck first. I don't remember where the hell it was. If we can get that gasoline truck, maybe we can resupply the fuel truck and resupply all of our units that need it. Of course, that's way down the line in the future. I can't promise that's actually going to occur. Let's put our Russians in here. We're also going to try to keep these Russian vehicles alive. I don't think they have any effectiveness against tanks, but who knows, you know? At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything to get a victory in this game. And if we can't manage it this time, then we might just have to restart the mission, try again. But you guys seem to really enjoy this game, which is why I decided to go ahead and try anyway, even if it's going to be a failure. We can at least do our best and see if we can't clear out the enemy. Okay, so let's move back. Alright, I'm going to get this unit since he's badly damaged. He can't get in the truck, but the anti-tank hunters, or the anti-tank squad can, and so can the engineers. So I'm going to get the engineers to go in this truck, this supply truck. We had a fuel truck. There's the fuel truck. We're going to try to get another unit to go into the fuel truck. This one is too small. I think this one's going to be too small too, yeah. We're going to have to get another one of the units. Maybe that engineering vehicle, or the engineers themselves, get them into the fuel truck, resupply the supply truck, and then hopefully we can bring supplies to all of those units that desperately need them, and maybe then we can win the battle. I don't know, guys. It's tough. It's not easy. We can also bring some fuel to this T-55. And as you can see, our mortars are already out of shots, so it'd be very, very helpful to help these guys. Before anything happens, I'll bring the engineers over here. and I'll see if I can't find some mines. Now, these mines are ours, so we don't have to worry about them. But the other mines do belong to the Al-Nusra Front, and they're going to be tough to destroy. So we better get ready. Okay, no mines here. Let's go ahead. Let's get in the fuel truck. Let's hope this works, guys, because we've tried beating this mission so many times, and we have not been very lucky. Let's be honest. Okay, here we go. Keeping this vehicle right there. Love to take over this enemy tank and repair it. Alright, do we have anyone in there? Alright, come on, let's go. Let's see if we can refuel this supply truck. And let's hope once we do refuel the supply truck that we can actually bring rockets to these guys over here. So here we go. No, it doesn't look like they can refuel. Now, as for these guys, they can refuel, so that's kind of weird. So let's at least refuel our tank, and let's see if these tank hunters can get their missiles back by just being in the range of the supply truck. I'm not sure. Supply mode. Here we go. There we go. They got their ATGMs, guys. This guy got his RPO. This might be an idea for sure. Definitely an idea. So I'm going to move these guys over here into this building. Yeah, we're moving a bit close to the enemy. Oh well. And what other units need their RPOs? These guys need their RPOs. We'll move them to the supply truck. So we're going to be moving back and forth from this supply truck. Hopefully this will fix the problem. And yes, the tank can move now. That's pretty cool. He doesn't have too much fuel, but he's got enough, I think, to go on and continue. I'm also going to try to clear all the mines from this intersection. Got a lot of work to do if we want to get a victory here, my friends. What about these guys? They still have some heat rockets that they could use against enemy tanks. Alright, get in there, get in there, get in the building. We know that a lot of tanks like to come from that area, so I'm hoping that this is one way to off-put that. First, let me kill this guy. Shoot him. Nice. Alright, so at this point, I hope we can deal with any enemy tanks, etc. Okay, I think we've cleared this intersection quite a bit. Should keep going. There we go. Some more anti-tank mines. Get rid of them. We're obviously going to need those tanks later anyway, so might as well go ahead and do that now. And for the heat seekers, I'm going to put them in here, while hopefully these engineers can clear this area out from mines. And then, of course, we'll move on that area and try to get a victory. Who knows? There's just so much to do in this particular Let's Play that I don't even know if it's possible to get a victory. Nonetheless, we're going to clear the area here. Hopefully get lucky here if any enemy units attack us. What really bothers me is that we can't seem to refuel that supply truck vehicle. Maybe it's just damaged? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think that's the issue, because we can see here that's immobilized, but it has full fuel. So maybe all we need to do is we need to find, well, an engineer, not an engineer, but a vehicle crew, somebody that can help us out here. These guys are fully stocked now, so we're going to put them in this building. Just want to make sure that all of our units are fully stocked. The Russians, of course, are always fully stocked. Glory to Russia. And actually, this gun truck hasn't been very effective, so I'm going to get the guys out of it. And let's see. This is a very big maybe. If we can get them to get into this vehicle. Get these other guys out of here, our engineer teams. They're better used elsewhere anyway. Let's find anything else over here. I want you guys to search this area as well, because we may be moving through here, the more wooded area. If not, fair enough, we lose, and that's just the way it is. So we're going to get that vehicle crew.
Uncle Mansour!
Oh!
Get out of here, you vile zealots! I told you I would never join you. This is my house. Do what you want. Blow me up if you have to, but I will not join you.
Uncle Mansour, it's me, Raji.
What? Raji? I didn't think you were dumb enough to join them.
No, Uncle, I haven't joined them. I'm in the army. We're trying to get the bandits out of this region, but we need your help. You used to be a tank driver, didn't you? We've got a tank, but we need a crew. Can you help?
What? Are Assad's forces here? That's great news. I served under his father, and it looks like the time has come to serve his son too. Too bad I didn't join sooner. I didn't think you'd need me, and then it was all too far gone. My friend Rasim and his son are with me. Show me your tank.
Wow, guys, so we just got Uncle Mansour. We've got to find out exactly where he is, and we've got to bring him to the tank. We've also got some snipers, which we haven't been using. We're going to bring them over here. But I want to see, where is this Uncle Mansour? I can't see him. The game should be a little clearer about where Uncle Mansour is. So we're looking around for Uncle Mansour. I think I know where they are. Is this where they are? No. Damn it, where are you, Uncle Mansour? We need you. I'm also going to get the mortar over here near the supply truck. Okay, so we're going to get these guys into the supply truck. We've got to find Uncle Mansour. Maybe here? No. I wish there were a way to find vehicle crew a little bit faster. Come on, guys. I don't see Uncle Mansour anywhere. Really frustrating. Well, we do have another vehicle crew. First, let's get these mortars stocked. I'm looking around. I'm just not seeing any independent forces that are part of our army. This is not Uncle Mansour. The search for Uncle Mansour, that's what we should call this video. Because right now he's nowhere to be found. How's our tank doing? The tank's doing alright here. Okay, so we're going to try to repair that vehicle. That was our original plan. They can repair it, but first I want to make sure that our mortars get restocked here. So I was thinking that he would be somewhere over here, but the game was not very specific as to where he is. Unless he's somewhere in this area where we haven't really checked. But I think we would see the guy. Now there's a BTR-70 there. There's a lot of different stuff here we could probably use. But I don't see him. We got another tank over here. And I just don't see where Uncle Mansour would be. So let's see if those mortars are gaining supplies. No, maybe the mortars can't gain supplies. That sucks. Let's go ahead and repair the vehicle at least. And they do have plenty of supplies to use, so we can at least bring them to the main part of the battlefield, maybe restock these units, and eventually move forward in an attack towards the enemy. And maybe somebody can tell us where Uncle Mansour is, because right now we aren't very sure. And actually, where was that sniper we brought forward? Here he is. I'm putting him in this building right here. Try to take out those enemies at a long range. Still got our BTR. We've got our other BTR over here. So we've got 3 very heavy vehicles, 2 tanks, and a BTR. For some reason, this one is stopped. He's immobilized. We're going to have to fix him. No problem. Fix her up. Okay, let's get this crew inside. No, still immobilized. We tried to repair. Fair enough. There we go. See if now the mortars can... Yes, now the mortars are regaining their strength. Awesome, so we're trying to get those mortars refilled. That'll help with any incoming enemy attacks, but remember, we're supposed to be counterattacking here, and that doesn't seem like it's going to be easy, not even a little bit. It doesn't mean we're not going to try, but wow, do we have a lot of work cut out for us here in the future. So I'm going to move the mortar team there. I'm going to grab the supply truck. I'm going to move him over here. And we still do have crew here, so we're going to use them to staff that second tank. Then, of course, we'll have 2 tanks at our disposal in this area. That's got to be worth something. I mean, that has to help us out. At least I hope so, anyway. Where are you going? Come on. They need to get out of supply mode. Bring them over here, where most of our forces are. Hope that sniper is doing his job, because those enemies are still firing. Might be worth just bringing this BTR quickly forward. I hope they don't have any mines here. Probably should have cleared this area first, but what the hell. And let's kill those infantry units. They're annoying me. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get the other one. Totally destroyed. Now we can pull back. Alright, where's our supply truck? Here we go. We're going to open it up for supplies. Bring out our ATGMs. Bring out our... Actually, these guys are fully supplied. Beautiful. These guys are fully supplied as well. No worries there. What about these guys? Yup, they've got their RPOs ready to go. So we're just going to allow these guys to supply first. Then we will take this unit out. Vehicle crew. And we're going to put them into the tank. Oh, I thought we could use that tank. Maybe not. What about this one over here? No. Well, we could use that, but that's not what we want. We want a tank. We don't want a burnt out piece of crap. So where was that tank initially that we saw? There's got to be a tank nearby here. Maybe we need to go all the way back to locate him. I'm not sure, guys. You guys may need to help me out in this one. As you can see, these tanks are totally unoperational. This T-55 looks like it should be operational, but we're not able to get into it. Oh, here we go. Got more enemies. What's this? Oh, there's a tank. This tank we sent forward and it got destroyed in another attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that vehicle crew. No, they can't get in there either. Damn. Guys, we're in a conundrum here. Now, we could, of course, move forward. We do at least have more vehicles than we did before. That's for sure, and we've got more weapons than we did before, but I'm not sure if we're in a position to get a victory or how this is going to work. We definitely have to attack this next position eventually and hope for the best, but it's all up to you guys. First of all, we got to find Uncle Mansour, and second of all, we have to get a victory. It's going to be tough. We also need to try to find other tanks that are usable in this particular game, because we do have a vehicle crew willing and ready to fight, but we don't know where the hell to send these guys. So I'm looking around. There's really nothing I can see unless we go past the ISIL positions, which is obviously not something we want to do. But right now, all these other tanks are not something we can take, unfortunately. So we're going to have to figure something out, and maybe a full frontal assault is what we need to do. We do have the arms for it at least now. We've got our mortars, etc. Who knows what we can do? A lot of possibilities lie ahead. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed another Syrian Warfare video. Take care. Have an awesome, awesome day.